One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered each and every week. We see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Grab behind the line. It's Cooper. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. The sure hands, it's Cooper. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Powers through the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air again, Carr. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab, it's Porter. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Looking for a deep man. That's it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There's some room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's a 1st and 10. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Mustangs are flying down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. He leaves it with his back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and 5. The give on the counter. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Catch in the middle, it's Porter. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's Carr to throw. Puts it out of the air. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Backed up now, here's second and long. Again, it's Carr. Caught near the sticks. It's Porter. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Carr fires to the wideout. And he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's the Heat. That pass not closes. He got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air, it's Carr. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. C.J. Carr firing again. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. They'll move the tight end. The give from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go right back to the run. Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before that.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Throwing, Carr, looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. To the air. It's Carr. Moving out to the right. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Touchdown, Irish! Fit it in the window for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got a man, it's Hale. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. They got it, it's blocked. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds a tight end down the gut. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's Carr to throw. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air again, Carr. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Carr. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Again, it's Carr. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Shadow of the goalpost looming, 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think out routes are solely about timing, because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points, because this dude is automatic.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, SMU! Looking for the 2-point try. They'll go to the air. Under fire. And they got it.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the 2-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here we go. Here's Carr to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Hauls it in. And they swarm him under. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. The official says no good, hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Pulled and fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to escape and get... There he goes! Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for the...
Got a little grass. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Carr. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking for the score. Picked off to stop the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No,
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Carr. On target. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Graham. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. C.J. Carr firing again. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Carr to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. At the 35, he's open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Turning it on. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. This time he wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And sometimes for the defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. Carr rushes on him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today.